Okay, so let us continue. Sum number 55. Okay, let us do question number 55. The question is limit x tends to 2 in bracket 1 upon x minus 2 minus 1 upon x square minus 3x plus 2. Let us start. Question number 55. Limit x tends to 2 in bracket 1 upon x minus 2 minus 1 upon x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. Now see, if we put x equal to 2 here, we get 2 minus 2, that means 0, and 1 upon 0, that becomes infinite. So there is no question for 0 by 0 and another answer. Only we get answer infinite. That is normally happen due to this minus sign, and some simplification is required. Like if this is the question, if this is our question, x square minus 4 upon x minus 2, limit x tends to 2, x square minus 4 upon x minus 2. If this is the question, then we can say that if we put 2 here, we get 4 minus 4 upon 2 minus 2, and we get 0 by 0. But the same question, if we write in a different way like this, x square upon x minus 2 minus 4 upon x minus 2. If this is my question, and in this if we put x equal to 2 here, so here we get 2 square 4, but here we get 2 minus 2 0, and any non-zero number divided by 0, that becomes infinite. That is why uh, the same question, but if the presentation is different, then we can't get the answer 0 by 0. Hello, any problem to anybody? Any doubt to anybody?
No,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So now if this is the question, and if you put x equal to 2 here, we get 2 minus 2, that means 0, and 1 upon 0, that becomes infinite. It's look like this, 1 upon 0 or 4 upon 0. So first step is simplify. First step is simplify. How to simplify? Keeping this as it is, just factorize this part. Factorize this part. So factor is very simple, x minus 2, x minus 1. This is the factor. And now take x minus 2 LCM. Sorry, LCM, not x minus 2 only, x minus 2, x minus 1. That is the LCM. So here only x minus 2 is there. So we have to multiply with x minus 1. So 1 into x minus 1, that is x minus 1 minus both the factors are here in denominator. So simply we have to write numerator here 1. Now limit x tends to 2. Here we get x minus 2 upon this x minus 2, x minus 1. And now you can put 2 here. So you will get 2 minus 2 0. Here also you will get 0. So we get 0 by 0. So you can cancel this x minus 2. And now put x equal to 2. So we get 1 upon 2 minus 1. That means 1. So 1 upon 1, that means 1. So 1 is the answer for question number 55. So for question number 55, 1 is the answer. Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Anybody? Okay. So let us continue. We will do this question number 29. It is slight typical question. Question number 29. Limit x tends to 0, a raised to 2x plus 3 into a raised to x minus 4 upon a raised to 2x minus 4 a raised to x plus 3. Okay. Now, see, if we put x equal to 0, then what will happen? Here we get a raised to 2 into 0, that means a raised to 0 plus 3 times a raised to 0 minus 4 upon, here also we get a raised to 0 minus 4 times a raised to 0 plus 3, and anything raised to 0, a raised to 0, anything raised to 0 is 1, so we get 1 plus, here 3 into 1, that is 3 minus 4 upon 1 minus 4 plus 3, so ultimately we get 0 by 0. And once we get 0 by 0, what happened? We can say that therefore, if we take 0 in this side, x minus 0, that is x, is one factor. Now, this is the most typical question. Here, we can say that x is one factor. So, just we have to take x common, but it is not possible to take x common. This 4 doesn't have x. So, this is slight typical. So what we have to do here for this type of question, you have to do some tricky thing. What we have to do? See, limit x tends to 0. This a raised to 2x, you can write it is a raised to x the whole square plus 3 into a raised to x minus 4 upon a raised to x the whole square minus 4 into a raised to x plus 3. Now just for sake of simplicity, let us consider a raised to x is y. So it's look like, our numerator is look like y square plus 3y minus 4, and our denominator is look like y square minus 4y plus 3, and we know the factor of this. The factor of this is y minus y plus 4 y minus 1, and here the factor is y minus 3 y minus 1. So these are the factor. Now instead of y you can put a raised to x, instead of y you can put a raised to x. So simplify this. Limit x tends to 0, factorize. How to factor? So just this is the factor. Instead of y, you have to write a. So a raised to x plus 4, a raised to x minus 1 upon a raised to x minus 3, a raised to x minus 1. So this is the factor. So factor is a raised to x plus 4, a raised to x minus 1 upon a raised to x minus 3, a raised to x minus 1. So this is slight typical. So here x is not the factor, x is not one factor, but here a raised to x minus 1, that is one factor. So that is why this is considered as slight typical question. Okay, and once we get this thing, just cancel this and now put a equal to x equal to 0. So we get a raised to 0, sorry, a raised to 0 plus 4 upon a raised to 0 minus 3, and we know that it is 1. 1 plus 4, 1 minus 3, so 5 upon minus 2. So final answer is minus 5 by 2. So this is our final answer. So this is slight tricky question. minus 5 by 2 is the answer for question number 29. Okay, now let us do question number 31 first. If you have any problem in this question number 29, you can ask in any of the question, any of the student have any of the problem, just unmute your mic. Don't send me the message. I don't have a time to see the messages. So just unmute yourself and ask your doubt. Once again, don't send me the message. Just unmute your mic and speak. Whatever your doubt, you can immediately ask your doubt. There is no restriction when to ask your doubt in my lecture. Okay, now let us do question number 31. Limit x tends to 3, root x plus 2 minus root 5 upon x minus 3. So let us put x equal to 3 first of all. So if you put 3 here, so it is 3 plus 2, 5 minus root 5 as it is upon 3 minus 3. So obviously we get 0 by 0. And if we get 0 by 0, we can say that x minus 3 is one factor. But see, x minus 3 is one factor is already available, x minus 3, and in numerator it is not the quadratic or cubic equation, it is given in terms of square root, it is given in terms of square root. So that is why once again we have some problem in the question. So the way to solve this question is slightly different than the previous all questions of our previous lecture. Okay, what we have to do? See, there is a one way to solve this question. Just see how to solve that question. Then we will do one another method. This is only typical method that you do not require to use in exam. Just we will discuss that method right now. See, instead of x minus 3, you can write this thing, x plus 2 minus 5. Why? 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So you can write x minus 3 is x plus 2 minus 5. Okay, then you can write this like this as it is, keep this as it is, but this denominator in that, this term x plus 2, you can write this in root and you can write whole square. So this square root and square will cancel and we get only x plus 2 minus 5. Instead of 5, you can write root 5 the whole square. That is possible. And now this denominator is look like a square minus b square. Denominator is look like a square minus b square, and we know the factor of that, it is a minus b, a plus b. So find out the factor of denominator, not numerator. So what is the factor? It is root x plus 2 minus root 5. Second, root x plus 2 plus root 5. So that is our factor. And now we know that this is possible to cancel. This is same thing. Root x minus 5, root x plus 2 minus root 5. This will cancel. So what we get in numerator? Simply 1. And in denominator, root x plus 2 plus root 5. And now put x equal to 3. So what we get if we put x equal to 3? So 3 plus 2, 5. So we get root 5 plus root 5. And it's like x. Let us consider this is x. X plus x. X plus x. That means what? 2x. So the answer is 2 root 5. Don't write answer 5 because root 5 into root 5, that is 5, but root 5 plus root 5, that is not 5, it is 2 root 5. So the answer is 1 upon 2 root 5. The answer is 1 upon 2 root 5. But this is slight different method, slight complicated method. So instead of doing this, there is one another way to solve the same question. Another way to solve the same question. The question limit x tends to 3 root x plus 2 minus root 5 upon x minus 3. We know that we have answer 0 by 0. We know that we have answer 0 by 0. So what we have to do whenever this type of question having this root occur in the either in numerator or in denominator, what we have to do? You have to use the concept of rationalization. You have to use the concept of rationalization or conjugate. You have to multiply and divide by same number. You have to multiply and divide by same number, but instead of this minus sign, you have to write plus sign between that two terms. So this is known as rationalization. This is known as rationalization. For Gujarati medium student up to 12th standard, this is known as in Gujarati karni. In Gujarati karni. So this is known as rationalization. And now to this, see the numerator. See the numerator. It's look like a minus b into a plus b. So it's look like a minus b, a plus b, and multiplication is there. So what we have to do? We know the answer. It is a square minus b square. And keep this as it is. The denominator part you can write as it is. Okay. Then we know that this root x plus 2, the whole square is x plus 2, minus root 5 square is 5, upon, keep this as it is. And now what is our numerator becomes obviously plus 2 minus 5 is 3, minus 3. So the answer is for numerator x minus 3 upon x minus 3, and in bracket x plus 2 plus root 5. And you can cancel this x minus 3. And now in numerator we get 1, and in denominator put x equal to 3. So here we get 3 plus 2 plus root 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So root 5 plus root 5. And root 5 plus root 5 is 2 root 5. So that is another way to solve the question when there is a involvement of square root sign. So here we have to use the concept of rationalization. Here we have to use the concept of rationalization. To do the practice for this type of question, let us do few more questions. So you get good command on this type of question. Let us do question number 30. Question is limit x tends to 0 1 minus root 1 minus x upon x. So put x equal to 0. So 1 minus root 1 minus 0 upon 0. So root 1. Root 1 is what? 1 upon 0. So ultimately we get 0 by 0. So once we have a 0 by 0, don't say there is a one factor like x minus 0, but because of this involvement of root sign in the question, rationalize. What we have to do in rationalization? You have to keep these two terms as it is. Keep these two terms as it is. Just change the sign between these two terms. Okay, then after simplify, numerator. So it is keeping this denominator as it is, x, and in bracket 1 plus root 1 minus x as it is. Now in numerator it's look like a minus b, a plus b. So answer is a square minus b square. So 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1, minus square of this is 1 minus x, but put in a bracket because of this negative sign. And now simplify numerator. So it is 1 minus, if we open the bracket, 1 minus 1 plus x, and keep this as it is. So you can cancel this 1 minus 1. So what we get in numerator and denominator, in numerator x, and in denominator x in bracket 1 plus root 1 minus x. And now you can cancel this x. So we get 1 in numerator, and in denominator just put x equal to 0. So we get here 1, here we get 1 plus root 1. Root 1 is what? 1. So 1 plus 1. So ultimate answer is 1 by 2. So the final answer is 1 by 2. So for question number 30, 1 by 2 is your final answer. Let us do question number, you can consider 32 is your homework of today. Question number 33. In 33, limit x tends to 0, x upon root 1 plus x minus root 1 minus x. See, if you don't have a latest book, there is one option. I will send this file in our chat, so you can, if you want to do extra examples, so you can do extra examples by using this file if you want. Okay, now if you put x equal to 0, then what will happen here? We get 0 in numerator, here we get 1 plus 0 minus 1 minus 0. So obviously it is root 1 minus root 1, and ultimately we get 0 by 0. So because of this root sign involved in a denominator, we have to rationalize. We know that what we have to do in rationalization. We have to multiply and divide by same term, but we have to change the sign between two terms. So root 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x. The same thing we have to put in denominator. And now simplify. So our numerator remains as it is, x in bracket root 1 plus x plus root 1 minus x, that remains as it is. And in denominator what we get, use the same concept, is minus b, a plus b, a minus b into a plus b. So just put what is the square of this term, so root sign will cancel and only we get 1 plus x minus, here we get 1 minus x. Now limit x tends to 0, keep this numerator as it is and simplify the denominator part. If you open the bracket in denominator, what will happen? We get 1 plus x minus 1 plus x. So minus 1 plus 1 cancel. And now only denominator having term without square root. So keeping this numerator as it is, and here we have x plus x, that means 2x, and now you can cancel this x and put x equal to 0. So you will get 1 plus 0 minus root 1 minus 0 in numerator, and this 2 as it is. So it is root 1, sorry, here plus sign, plus root 1 upon 2. So the answer is 1 plus 1 upon 2. So the answer is 2 by 2. and ultimately we get 1. So 1 is the answer for question number 33. So here you have to do rationalization whenever root sign is involved and we get 0 by 0. Okay, consider this 34 is homework, 35 let us do question number 36. This 37, that is also homework. Let us do question number 36. Question is,
Sir?
yes,
सर
yes,
मुझे क्वेश्चन है
बोलिए.
आपने पहले सर √1 प्लस √1 करवाया था ना इसमें क्वेश्चन
हाँ,
नंबर 31 में
ओके,
तो आपने प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में √2 प्लस √5 प्लस √5 करवाया था तो आपने 2√5 करवाया था
करेक्ट,
तो आपने इसमें फिर √1 प्लस √1 तो 2√1 नहीं होगा
परफेक्ट है. 2 रूट 1 लिख लेते हैं. लेट अस राइट 2 रूट 1. परफेक्ट है. इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस you can write 2 root 1. Nothing wrong in it. Now just tell me what is the answer of root 1? What is the answer of root 1?
1.
1.
1 होगा ना?
1. हाँ.
और
root
2
1
into 1 करोगे तो क्या जाएगा? 2.
ओके
चलेगा ना? हाँ,
हाँ.
listen. रूट 3 प्लस रूट 3 करें ना हम, सो आंसर 2 रूट 3 है. सही है. लेकिन जब रूट 4 प्लस रूट 4 करना है ना मुझे, तो मैं दो तरीके से लिख सकता हूँ. मैं लिख सकता हूँ 2 रूट 4, ये एक तरीका है.
हाँ. 2 root 3.
और मैं डायरेक्ट रूट 4 का ही आंसर निकाल दूँ 2,
हाँ,
और
2
इसका भी आंसर निकाल दो 2, सो मेरा आंसर अल्टीमेटली 4 हो जाएगा.
ओके
और अगर आप ये लिखते हो तो भी आप रूट 4 को 2 लिख सकते हैं एंड अल्टीमेटली 2 into 2 4 ही आंसर आएगा.
ओके
लेकिन रूट 2 का स्क्वायर रूट हमको स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 3 पता नहीं है, लेकिन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 4 पता है. वैसे ही स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 भी पता है. स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 1 होता है. तो मैंने यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट 1 लिखा. बट योर क्वेश्चन इज वेरी जेन्यून. आई लाइक इट. रीजन कि आप अच्छी तरह से पढ़ रहे हो. यू हैव फुल ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ओवर हियर. सो आई लाइक इट. सो यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट. Don't consider whether your doubt is silly doubt or good question. Don't think like that. If you have a doubt, that means your doubt. And if you have doubt, you can ask, no problem at all.
ओके सर
Let us continue. Question number 36. Limit x tends to 2. Root x plus 7 minus 3 upon root x plus 2 minus 4. So this is our, sorry, minus 2. This is our question. Now put x equal to 2. So we get 2 plus 7. That means what? 9. Here 2 plus 2. That means what? 4. But root 9 is what? 3. So 3 minus 3. Root 4 is what? 2. 2 minus 2. So we get 0 by 0. And 0 by 0 is there. And in question square root is there. But square root is in numerator as well as in denominator. So we have to do rationalization 2 times. One for numerator and other for denominator. And you can do this step simultaneously. Let us do for numerator. So you can write this. This is for numerator. And the same thing you have to do for denominator. You can do this thing. Simultaneously you can rationalize for numerator as well as for denominator. Okay. Now in numerator, listen. this is look like a minus b, a plus b, and keep this as it is. So keeping this root x plus 2 as it is. Okay. And simplify. So this is like square of this. What is square of this? X plus 7, because root x plus 7 square is x plus 7, minus square of this 3 square, that is what, 9. Keep this as it is. And now tell me which term we have to keep as it is in denominator. Obviously this one. And do the multiplication of this and this. So once again it's same, a minus b, a plus b. So see, it's look like this, 3 into 5 into 2, if that is the question. So you can multiply first this 2. Instead of multiplying this 2, you can multiply 1 into 2, no problem at all, and keep this 5 as it is. So your answer is 3 into 5. So you can do like this, there is no problem because of the multiplication. So here in denominator there are 3 terms. This is a, this is b, and this is c. And multiplication, a into b into c. So you can multiply first a into c and keep this as it is. That is feasible, possible here in mathematics. So you can do like this. So keep this as it is and multiply this your first term and third term. So what is square of this x plus 2? Root x plus 2 is x plus 2, minus square of 2 is what? 4. And if we do like this, after that if we simplify, see, 7 minus 9, that is minus 2. Keep this as it is. And what we get in denominator? 2 minus 4 is minus 2. And keep this as it is. And then obviously x minus 2 you can cancel. You can cancel this x minus 2. And now put x equal to 2. So it is root 2 plus 2 plus 2. Root 2 plus 7 plus 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. So root 4 plus 2. Root 9 plus 3. Root 4 is what? 2. So it is 2 plus 2. This is 3 plus 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. And if we cancel 2, so ultimate answer is 2 by 3. So the answer for this question is 2 by 3. So whenever you have this type of situation, square root in numerator as well as denominator, you can do rationalize for 2 times. So this question number 39 is same like this. So that you have to consider your homework. We will discuss question number 38 and 39 in our next lecture, because both the question 38 and 39, not 39, 40, 38 and 40 both are good questions. So we will discuss in our next lecture. And these all are slight different questions. So we will discuss all that question in our next lecture. Okay, you consider this is your homework, question number 60. Sorry, no, don't consider this as homework. Sorry, I am sorry. Uh, 68C. '71, this sixth. This 73, C, second one. Okay, so this is enough for today. If you have any doubt, you can ask your doubt. Ask your doubt if you have any.